morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm not sure what time you guys are going to watch this, but we're going to have some bite-sized Bible bits. I want to encourage you with regards to what we've been looking at in Sunday school, and that is faith and active faith and putting that faith into action. I'm reminded of a story from the book of Daniel, chapter 3. It's a story of three young men. You got Shadrach, you got Meshach, and you've got Abednego. Now, King Nebuchadnezzar, he built this massive golden statue, and he gathered all the people from all of the land and was like, look, we're going to have a party, and we're going to play some loud music, and when the music starts, all of you bow down to this image of me and worship me. The party happens, everyone is there, the music starts, and then everybody bows down. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are like, no, we're not about that. We're not going to do that. We only will worship the true and living God. Now, some of the people that they used to work with decided to report them to King Nebuchadnezzar. He was furious, and they were brought before him. He bound them up and was like, right, I'm going to give you one more chance. The music's going to play, and then you guys have to bow down before the golden image and worship the golden image of me. Now, the music played, and they were like, no, we're not going to do this. And he says, you don't respect me? Do you think that you're superior? Do you think your God can save you? And the young guys, they come out with this statement. Our God is well able to save us. But even if he doesn't, we will still never bow down and worship a false God. Those lines blow my mind. It's actually crazy to think that in a culture, an environment when everybody is doing the same thing, these three young guys were active in their faith and decided that they were going to trust in God regardless of what was going to happen to them. So King Nebuchadnezzar was like, cool, you don't want to do what I'm saying? I'm going to throw you into the hot, fiery furnace. Now, some of you may have read this story before and you know what happens. He throws him into the red fiery furnace after he gets the guards to make it 7 times hotter than it has ever been. In fact, the guards that put Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fiery furnace actually were killed while putting them in there. And then, choose now, Nebuchadnezzar sees 4 people standing in there. And he says one of them looks like the Son of God. And they were rescued, and then Nebuchadnezzar had to admit that Jesus Christ, the Lord that we serve, is the Most High, Yahweh, that he is God, and that his gods were false gods. And this is really an example of active faith. Sometimes active faith will mean that you don't do what everybody else is doing because you trust in what God has asked you to do. You trust in what God has said about himself or the way that God has revealed him to you. So these 3 guys are my inspiration because they wouldn't have been that old. They've been taken from their land. They were in an environment that wasn't their own, and yet they stood firm and they trusted God, even in the face of fire. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Man them.